Alright, I'm here with an updated look at my game room for 2020. I know you guys like these. Last one did pretty well, so I figured every year I end up doing one. Because usually something changes, something gets finished, something gets added. So last year the lighting as well, I wanted to redo it because the lighting is like horrible. I didn't have lights in the ceiling, so it was really, really bad. But we're going to jump right into it. I think I called it my Virginity Cavern last year. You guys seem to like that, so let's hop into the Virginity Cavern over here. I'm not sure what to do with this area yet. This needs to be finished. The steps aren't finished. Not sure what to do with this area yet. I got maybe like a shelf's going to go here eventually, but I'm not sure. Still a work in progress. But I got this HD set up here. I got my TV. It's 55 inch. It's 4K. So pretty set for PS5 and stuff like that. I got the sound bar, and then I just got my console hook up. My HD console's hooked up, although 360 is not plugged in, but 1S and the Switch, PS3. I got some empty spaces. This was where my PS4 went. Obviously, a PS5's over here. It's too massive to actually put anywhere, unfortunately. So, and then I had like the mini consoles over here, but I'm already bad enough at cable management, as you can see. And I had like 4 mini consoles hooked up there. I figured I'll just hook those up when I want to hook them up instead of having them always hooked up because it was just such a mess of wires. But PS5 over there. So I got my shelf, this is actually 2 shelves combined. I really like these shelves. They're really good for games and they're adjustable and everything. So this is actually, right here is, I usually just take this stuff off of this shelf, and this is where I do like collection videos and stuff. I don't know, behind the scenes of audio gaming, I guess. So kind of up top is just stuff that I like. Some big box collector edition stuff of more modern stuff that I like. Stuff that looks cool to me, I guess. I don't know. Sorry about the glare. So that's pretty cool. Let's kind of get into games in general here. 3DS and DS. I really like the 3DS. It has like a pretty huge library of really cool stuff. And DS, I'd like to do more collecting for. I kind of wasn't in on it for a lot of the time. So, and it's starting to get expensive, unfortunately. But I'd like to get some more DS collecting in soon. But how soon, I'm not sure. And then Vita up here. I really like the Vita, obviously. Didn't get really too much support from Sony, but I really liked the Vita. And some just bigger box 3DS stuff that doesn't fit. Ace Attorney 4 from Japan, 3DS. Sword and Shield double pack, Sun and Moon double pack. I got some Ace Attorney Perler beads over there. This is the Luigi from Club Nintendo. You're a Luigi. Got my dust traps here, my amiibos. Or amiibo, I guess, is the plural form of it as well. I don't have all of them. I have all the Smash Brothers ones. I don't have like all of them in general. I kind of lost interest after a while. But I kind of just did this because this shelf is just a little too short for something. So I kind of just needed something to fill that space for the time being. So I did like the Smash Brothers order on the website, but then ran out of space around Brawl. PS4 and PS3. I'm a huge fan of PS4. I thought it was just a great system. It's been a great system. Obviously, I'm still playing PS4 stuff. On the PS5, that stuff runs well. I also really like PS3. It was my primary system last generation. I guess 2 generations ago now. My primary system then. Over the 360, I didn't get a 360 till way later. If you want to see any more in-depth looks at these collections, I have a whole playlist dedicated to collection videos. So check those out. Got my Switch collection here as well. And then that goes over. And then PS5, humble beginnings, I suppose. And then Ace Attorney Anime Blu-rays, because I wanted to fill the space. Ace Attorney Anime is not bad. I mean, I recommend playing the games, but anime is not bad. Yeah, like I said, if there's any... I try to keep these pretty up-to-date, so I update like stuff like PS4 and Switch, which I do. I add a lot of stuff to the collection. I update those at the end of the year every year, so those are my last 2 videos. But check out the playlist for collection videos if you would like to get more in-depth looks. They're mostly up-to-date. Just make sure you get the most recent one in the playlist. I got my Wii collection, Wii U collection. Wii has a huge library, and most of it's garbage, but there's a lot of really interesting, really cool stuff, and it's still reasonably cheap to collect for. Xbox One, I'm not too huge into the Xbox One, but PSP, I actually, funnily enough, I don't have a PSP. system because I can never find one that's not scratched to heck. So I collect the games when I find them, but I don't have a PSP system yet. Got PS2 stuff then. That Arc the Lad is pretty cool. It's from Japan. When I went there, check out those videos. It's in the playlist as well. PS2 and Xbox collection. Xbox is another system that's kind of being fun to collect for, and it's still pretty cheap. And so we got to look at that. Here is my table. It's nice. There's a bunch of crap in there, so I'm not going to go in there. But it is nice to have right where I sit. There's a sofa. I've been spending probably a bit too much time on there this year for obvious reasons. Go over to my more retro shelf now, or at least one of my more retro shelves. So up here I got mini console boxes. The space here, I can't really fit like big console boxes, so it kind of does the job. The PlayStation Classic is still sealed, actually. I got it for like $25 at Best Buy. I'm not opposed to opening up one day. I'm not going to like keep it sealed forever, I don't think, but I just kind of picked it up while I could still get it because it's not very good, but it's not bad. TurboGrafx 16 Mini, I did an unboxing for that. Pretty cool unit there. The Nintendo ones, GameCube, that's the Spice Orange GameCube that I got when I was in Japan. This was a newer one, the Sega Genesis Model 3. In the box, that's a pretty cool box. I got that, just a box in a Model 2 Genesis at a garage sale earlier in the year for $10. NES games, recently did an NES collection video, so make sure to check that out. NES stuff, I just kind of collect anything I can come across, because if you don't watch my channel, if you're new to the channel, I mostly do like garage sailing pickup videos, stuff like that, where I go out and try to find games for cheap at, like, you know, garage sales, pawn shops, thrift stores, and then I kind of recap what I've picked up lately. So check out the video game pickups playlist if that's interesting to you to find out more. But most of my retro games, I don't spend full retail on 99% of the retro stuff I buy. So most of these games are free, or a couple bucks at the least, especially on this shelf. Just because I buy a lot of lots, buy a lot of bundles, keep the stuff I want to keep, and then sell the rest of the stuff at the very least to break even, if not to make all my money back. Got a little Pac-Man thing here. This is actually a plug and play. It's not great, but I like the kind of the retro Pac-Man design, and these are just like garage sale fine Pac-Man glasses. N64, I'm going for the full set. I'm not too far away, maybe 40 games or so. I have more. Most of them are in the box, actually. I wish N64 had end labels, but they don't. I'm going to get those aftermarket end labels eventually, those vinyl ones that they sell. But for the time being, kind of just guesswork here. And I have more expensive one on the end, Bomberman 64 Second Attack. This is in a protector. GameCube, I kind of got into GameCube collecting at the right time, you know, at the beginning of the 2010s. Around 2011, 2012 is when I was really going hard. That stuff was dirt cheap. And it's expensive now. I got some, you know, got most of the GameCube games I would want. I've been debating full collection, but it's kind of big and it's going to be pricey. But like, I got the good ones. I got like Fire Emblem Awakening, or Path of Radiance. I got that from a friend for $10 way back, 2012. Because it was like maybe a $30 game at the time. It's just crazy how this stuff's gone up. The big ones I'm looking for, like Chibi Robo. That's about it, really. So I'm on my way with that. The bigger box GameCube games. Super Bowling, this is one of the more expensive N64 games. I have the whole story about that. I don't want to go into it. Some Japanese GameCube games. I always like those little cases. They're fun. They're like the case that we got the Game Boy Advance player in. They are the same case, but I always like this. This is a Japanese exclusive Nintendo puzzle collection. Then I'll go down here. Got Dreamcast, which I'm going for the full set. And once again, I'm not too far. I got mainly big guys, but to get still. But, you know, it's coming along. I found this one, or is it Elemental Gimmick Gear? This is a pretty expensive one. I got this at a garage sale for $1 earlier in the year. Excellent find there. So yeah, I mean, this collection's coming along. I'm still needing mostly just big ones. So it's going to be a little harder. Prices went up on Dreamcast stuff pretty recently. For a while, it wasn't too bad, but it's starting to get a little high. And then you could probably see some of the PS1 here. But I'll go over it a little bit more. We got the classics. This one was a really good find. Einhander. This is an expensive game. I don't usually collect for value, but I like to kind of point out harder to find games that I have and kind of tell the story. Maybe I'll get a gist of like what I do on the channel. Try to get games for cheap. This was from a Facebook Marketplace deal. PS1, just like a stack of not very good games. The PS1 didn't even work, and I got it for $30, and it had Einhander in it. And then I sold a couple of games. There's a couple like maybe $15 games in there. I sold a few of those, made my money back, and got to keep Einhander essentially for free. So that's a good one. Persona 1 and 2, I have those ones. Power Shovel's a really hard to find one. It's not worth much. Very wacky, very weird game. Distinctly Japanese, really crazy, really. You play as a Power Shovel, but it has like almost Quap-like controls. It's great. Resident Evils have shot up in price lately, but I mean, how they're like they've hit Player's Choice or Greatest Hits, so I don't know how possibly hard to find they could be. Lunar 1 and 2 at the end. Genesis, I like the Genesis quite a bit. I think it has a pretty fun library, and it's getting more expensive to collect for, but all my Genesis buys are from garage sales. I don't buy the games at the stores. I usually save that for stuff I'm focusing on more in the collection, like N64, Dreamcast, stuff like that. So yeah, got that row, and then just some run over. Streets of Rage 2, stuff like that, some classics. 32X games. These are all of these are from garage sales. The Sega Master System. I found Sega Master System at garage sales. Found 2 bundles over the time I've been out. One of them, I got the system in the box. I'd like to display that, but I don't have a place for it. But yeah, I got a lot of games there. Sega Master System's pretty cool. You don't see it very often. But it's a good system. It's not bad. This was a Mega Man, was a garage sale find. Some random stuff. Got the Tiger Gamecom down here. That thing's a piece of crap. I got some Gamecom games in the box. They're sealed, actually. I got 2 sealed Gamecom games. Couple in-box Game Gear games. I got some Animal Crossing, World of Nintendo toys down there. I got a lot of blank space down here. I don't like to put stuff on the ground too much. But we got here Japanese Dreamcast, Japanese PlayStation, and my one TurboGrafx game I have a TurboGrafx system, but games are so expensive for it. And it's, since I do most of my game buying at garage sales, trying to get them deals for cheap, I just don't find them very often. I found one TurboGrafx system, no games my entire time that I've been game hunting, so that should kind of tell you how hard to come by TurboGrafx stuff is. Moving over here to my TV setup, I'd like to kind of work on this a little bit more because there's some notable systems that I don't have hooked up currently. I don't have a Super Nintendo hooked up or an NES hooked up. I mean, most of the stuff I would want to play is on the Super Nintendo and NES stuff on Switch, and it's on the NES Classic. I don't really like playing on the original NES. I'd like to get a top loader. That's one of the things I'd like to get for my collection. I've just never found one. Yeah, it's just rough with the pins and everything. I'm not crazy about it. I usually like to play on original hardware. That's why I still have all this stuff hooked up. But with NES stuff, it's like, just let me, play on the Switch or on the NES Classic. But I'll have over here. This is a decent TV. Pretty late release, full screen television. So it's nice for retro games stuff. I got Dreamcast running on it right now. This is sometimes I use this as a backdrop, my TV stand. This TV stand actually was a great find. Exactly what I'm looking for. This was not at the game room tour last year. TV stand's exactly what I've been looking for the game room for a while. So the stand, I saw it at a thrift store, and I got it for $5, and it was hideous. I mean, it was it was wood colored. It wasn't painted or anything. But I was like, yeah, that has potential. I mean, it fits a full screen TV, which most people aren't looking for nowadays. Has a lot of shelf space. So I mean, it's going to fit a lot of consoles. And yeah, really good deal there. I got it. I paid $5 for it. I think I paid like $9 for paint. So all in $15, and it cleaned up really nice. It looks really good. So really happy with that. Keep an eye out on thrift stores and stuff for furniture, especially more retro looking furniture. There's a Lego Tokyo I got. I sold all my Legos to afford to go to Tokyo when I went 2 years ago, and now I somehow bought a Lego Tokyo. Funny how that works. But yeah, I use this part of the TV stand as a backdrop every once in a while on videos. I got my consoles here. Wii, GameCube, Dreamcast, PS2, Jungle Green, N64, and then these are just some video switchers. Still not very good at cable management, but I try. Then I got the Xbox and the Saturn down here. Kind of just because they fit. I don't really have too many good Saturn games. I'd like to start collecting for Saturn more, but once again, it's a system you never see. I've never come across Saturn stuff at a garage sale before, and this system is from a flea market that I got for $10. And that was like 7 years ago. So that's like the only time I'm finding Saturn stuff was that. And you know, if you find it in stores, but usually it's either not great or it's crap. In this drawer, just some systems that I don't have too much for, that I don't need to have hooked up, but I have everything ready to get hooked up if I need to. I got 3DO over there. That was a garage sale find for $30, and then I got my TurboGrafx, which I got for $40. At a garage sale. Just some shelves. Not sure what to do with these shelves. I want to get more shelves up. I bought like 2 sets of shelves to put more stuff up, and I just didn't get it up in time to get this video out when I wanted to. But kind of just threw some amiibos up here right now. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. They're kind of not meant for too heavy stuff, so I can't really display system boxes and stuff like that. So kind of working what I got with here. A little Mario shelf and a little Zelda shelf here. This is the TV I've had for, forever. Longtime viewers of the channel probably remember this is in the old game room even. And just playing Japanese Crash Bandicoot 2. Because why wouldn't it be? Just the systems I have hooked up here. I got the Monstrosity. You can't really see. It has the 32X on it as well. But the Genesis CD32X, I got that hooked up. Master System, I got hooked up. Super Famicom, I got hooked up. And then that's a Japanese PlayStation, I got hooked up. So, yeah. Then there's an AV switcher on the bottom. Nintendo doormat. That door just goes into goes into some storage. I have a lot of game stuff in storage. We will not be looking at that because it's a bit embarrassing. Got a lot of Zelda collectibles up here. We need to get trim on the ceiling. That's another thing that's in progress, but has not happened yet. Got a Zelda shelf up here. This Zelda 2DS is sealed. That one up there. It's a pretty nice system. Box at the very least. System's okay, but the box is pretty cool. That is Majora's Mask from Japan. I thought that box was cool, so I picked that up. It was like, if you can get over to Japan and you want to, if you have the ability to, obviously right now it's probably not a good idea, but games are so cheap over there to get, you can get some really cool stuff. I think that was like maybe $25. It comes with an expansion pack and stuff. Crazy. Zelda canvas art. That's also the 2DS, the new 2DS XL up there is new and sealed as well. I picked that up as a collection piece. And this one's from Trade Credit, actually. Once again, I mean, I talk about it on the channel, but anyone new to the channel, yeah, I do garage sales. I do buy a lot of stuff for really cheap, sell it on eBay, the stuff I don't want, or trade it into game stores if it's not worth selling on eBay. So that's where a lot of my games come from, and you'll see that if you check out my pickup videos if you're interested in. Believe me, I'm not rich. Nothing wrong with that, I guess, but I'm not. So, the game collecting at this point for me has become a hobby that kind of just pays for itself. All my gaming money just goes into gaming. It's like a circular thing, but most of this stuff, like most of the box games, are from Trade Credit as well. I'm running out of space over there, but I'll go into the box stuff. Got some cool stuff. Some glare on the Super Nintendo games. I just got Donkey Kong 3, not that. I'm going to go Donkey Kong Country 3. Final Fantasies, those were both Trade Credit buys. I always feel bad. I'll bring in just a tub of like horrible Wii games, horrible PS2 games, Just like really bad games that I can't even worth selling on eBay, and then I'll get my trade credit, and then I'll just take like Final Fantasy 3 off of them with it. I always feel bad, obviously. They're likely to make more money off of that one, but I don't know. Link to the Past, Mega Man X, Rap Jam. This one's weird. It's like you can have a bunch of classic 90s rappers when you play basketball. It was only one song somehow. Somehow they didn't do like the rock and roll racing approach where they made like, 16-bit versions of these songs. They kind of just have one song. Super Castlevania 4. Local game store actually priced this the same price as it would go for loose, but this is complete. So that's cool. This actually was a really great find. A guy that runs a game store, he told me that they just throw away their Super Nintendo boxes. They don't do this anymore. This was about 3 years ago now. And he sold me the box and manual for this for $2. Unbelievable. I got some other boxes off him as well. Crazy stuff. Just absolutely bizarre. And this is one of the weirder ones. I don't know where I even got this from, but someone crossed off Yoshi Safari and wrote, I don't know if you can see it, Super Mario World. I don't know why you would do that. Someone didn't want Yoshi Safari, but really wanted Super Mario World. N64 stuff. This is probably my biggest focus for collecting. And I like the box games a lot. I don't know, I like the uniformity of them. I think it's just really cool. Trying to get all the rare games. I think I'm missing only Killer Instinct Gold. I think that's the only one I'm missing. I don't have Blast Core. I do have Blast Core. Harvest Moon. This one's always bothered me. Harvest Moon 64 is like upside down for some reason. I don't know why. The Hercules game's actually kind of hard to get. Indiana Jones. This one was my local game store priced this at like $50, and this is a pretty hard to come by game. This was Blockbuster exclusive, so it's hard to come by in the box at the very least. And it is from Factor 5, who did like Rogue Squadron and stuff for LucasArts. I do have Killer Instinct Gold. All right, I do have all the rare games. I don't know. I'm losing it. I might be missing something, but Madden Shelf's not always the most exciting one. But yeah, like I said, most of this is just from trade stuff. Go to garage sales, get big bundles, trade the stuff I don't want, and this is actually pretty hard to come by one. PGA European Tour. Not the most exciting game. But it's pretty hard to come by, actually, especially in the box. I've only ever seen one other box copy that wasn't mine. Yeah, trade in the old stuff from garage sales, and get some decent stuff. Kind of have to have a system for it, but once you get that system in place, it's really kind of just is like a circular economy, almost paying for itself. So, and I have more N64 down here. I ran out of space, and I'm just trying to rework that. This is Japanese N64, and then big box Hey You Pikachu and Star Fox 64, and then I just done sealed cleaning kit and expansion pack in the box. So there's the rest of the N64. Boxed NES games. Those Castlevanias I got for $20 each off the same guy, and they're in great condition. This is Fire Emblem Fates 3DS. I just kind of put it there. I wanted to have it on display. I got a good deal on that. I bought it at a pawn shop. I think they just priced it as they price any new 3DS XL, but it's a bit harder to find system. Super Famicom games. I really like the art on these, like the boxes and stuff. I always thought it was really cool. Kind of looks like a VHS tape, but I don't know, I always thought that was really cool. So that's Seiken Densetsu 3 there. Some Saturn stuff. I got a Sega Nomad. This thing kind of owns. It's kind of great. I got that at the garage sale as well, and like a big box of stuff for like $20 or something. And Sega Nomad stuff's kind of pricey now. You don't see them very often, but that thing's great. I got some random Saturn games, random Sega CD games. This is from Japan, this Bomberman, and it's in it's a Game Boy game, but it's in a bandage tin. I always thought that was kind of interesting. Game Boy printer in the box. Who knows? Long box PlayStation games, kind of just because they fit there. So going down here, Game Boy games in the box. I'm not too huge into collecting for Game Boy specifically. I also don't find it very often, but Orange N64. This is Japanese Game Boy Advance. Some cool ones in here. The Ace Attorney games when they were originally released. I don't know why 2 is in front of 3. I don't know. Mother 3's in here. I got that for about $35, less than $35. So that's cool. Then down here real quick, in the depths, I got the Zelda strategy guide box with the treasure chest. I thought that was kind of cool. Blue N64. That was a garage sale find from one of my best finds ever. The Mario pin set from Club Nintendo, and then Mario statue I got for like $3 or something at a garage sale. Then I got some gaming books. This is like art books over here. Hardcover stuff. Hardcover strategy guides. Power Glove that I got from someone I know. Sold me some NES bundle. Strategy guides then here. These are all just from, most of these actually, probably about half of these I actually just saved from going to the trash. These people are just going to throw them away. I'm like, I'll take them. So I got them for free. And there were some good ones like Silent Hill, strategy guides, stuff like that. Really cool. So that's it for that shelf. I'd like to do something with this space over here. Right now I just got the futon, but I'd like to do more with that. This is a PlayStation branded table. I got this on like clearance at Pottery Barn Teen of all places, but it's pretty cool. I just store controllers in there and stuff. Nothing too interesting, but it's a cool table. I had to get glass on it though. I think it was on clearance because the top really scratches really badly, so I had to get like a glass cut on there. But I would like to finish the stairs. They're hideous. I'm sorry, but that is the game room here. Hope you enjoyed. I know if you watch the channel, you get to see bits and pieces of it. Then it gets kind of added to over time. So I like to update it every year. If you're new to the channel, make sure to, check out other videos if that interests you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave your comments down below for the Q&A that I teased at the beginning. I'll do that Q&A next Saturday. So get your comments in by the deadline I posted at the beginning. And, it's a blank wall. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, like I said. Leave a comment down below if it's not a question, if you have anything you wanted to say, any recommendations for what I should do with this room. But other than that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.